Hey guys, what's up? Mabi here. Now today I'm trying something a little different. Today I'm going to give you simulated gameplay of me playing against myself. Now the reason I'm doing this is to test out and show off two new decks that I am working on, and also for the series it's also nice to relax, sit back, and let you guys know the process of all of the plays. So we have a lot of the IRL duels where me and Scoops are just playing for fun, me against each other with him. But here, it's all about giving you the best case scenarios and why. So let me know if you guys enjoy this series. Do you want more? What kind of decks would you want to see? And of course, what would you rather me talk about and or change during this? So for the first duel we have here, it's going to be a new Marshall D Teach made for OP12/PRB02, and I'm going to have a link to this down below so you can go ahead and grab the deck list if you want. And then at the top, it's going to be Sanji once again for OP12 and PRB02. So here we go ahead and let's get started. The first one we have here, and I'm going to be blocking out these things so you can't really see what's going on. So this is the opening hand. So this is really good as a starting hand. You have two searching cards, and you also have the new Saba that I put in here. This works out really well because the more trash you have, the more stuff going on. So absolutely keep this. Now for the Sanji deck here, this is also a really great start. This deck is all about, well, okay, hold on. So the bottom deck here, it's all about grabbing your Jesus Burgesses, and that's your win condition. The up here, it's very similar. It's your Sanjis, which is your win condition. Now, you don't start with Sanji here, but you do have some searching and some one cost. So we're gonna go ahead and keep this one as well. So let's begin here. This is going to be your teach. So the first thing we're going to do is one done. So it's a question of whether or not you want my age or you want full OLED first. Personally, out of these two, I enjoy full OLED first. So go ahead and trash a card. These are all pretty good. Probably just get rid of the Vasco shot. We didn't find our Jesus Burgess, but we do have a Marshall D Teach, which is great. A new Shiryu, which came out PRB02, which we're using, and Kuzan, which is primarily going to be used to grab the Jesus Burgess from the trash. I think in this case scenario, I am going first, which means we need a 5 cost to play. So I'm going to grab Kuzan, and the rest go straight to the bottom. And we're definitely not going to be using my leader's ability. I don't know if it's really good against Sanji to use your leader's ability, but might as well do it till later. So let's go ahead and end our turn, and then move on to Sanji. All right, so end that turn. Boom. Okay, so here we have Sanji 2 done. We drew another Gum. So basically here, we're just gonna go ahead and start searching. This is top 5, search for a Straw Hat, and we want to find Sanji. If we didn't find it, we can grab him and or an event here. So a really good event here would be this Brochet Blow. This is also really good, the Gum Giant, but we already have 2. So we're just going to get this Kankase because it's a card that you can use just right away. You can use it to draw a card if you're Sanji or get 4,000. We're just going to use it to draw here. And we got a Both Burst, which is one of your best cards. We don't want to use our leader's ability until we can attack yet. So we'll go ahead and skip this next turn. Okay, next off, it's going to be Teacher's turn. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to start. We have 3. We're not going to play anything with 3. So we're just going to search for this first. And we didn't find him again. We did not find him again, unfortunate. I'm going to just grab the Saba. We can't grab Saba. I'm going to grab this full OLED here. Then I'm going to use full OLED to trash full OLED. Come on, where's my Burgesses? Liberation's pretty good. However, against Sanji, he really wants to keep his Sanjis on deck, so he's probably going to protecting them, so don't worry about it. I'm going to grab this Lafayette already. Now, Lafayette's here. We can't play anything. We can play him to search for 2. I'm going to go ahead and attack first. It's just in case a trigger might mess with something here. Okay, attack it to Sanji. Now, Sanji is thinking, well, you know what? We don't need any sort of, I have 4 life. I'm completely fine. I want to search for Sanji's. I'm going to take the hit. So he takes the hits, and it ends up being a let's crash this wedding. We're going to activate this trigger. We're going to search for a card. Once again, no Sanji, but you can grab any other Straw Hats here. We want to keep using more and more abilities, so we're going to go ahead and activate Bruchette and grab it to your hand. And then as our teacher, we're probably just going to end our turn. Alright, so Sanji is now ready to attack and use some abilities. Okay, so let's begin. Once again, our goal is to just search for Sanji. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of really great draw. The Boof Burst here, his second ability is really good. However, we need to actually have 6 cards for this to activate. So we're going to do something like this. We're going to draw Kaya. We're going to throw him in the field. Nice, we got Sanji. So with the trash 2 cards, I think in this case scenario, I'm okay removing one of my cards here. and maybe one of these Gum Giants. They're really good, but I just want to test it out for a little bit. So here's our Sanji. He's going to be on the field. Sanji gets damage for every 5 events. Want to keep trashing more and more events. So we're going to use our leader's ability. We're going to go ahead and move this over. We're going to go ahead and activate. I'm going to move 1 Dawn to activate a 3 or lower. So I am going to activate this both burst. Now the second ability allows me to draw 6 cards. So I will. Sorry, if I have 6 or less, I can draw 2, so which is really good. So I draw 2, nice. Now when I attack, we can go ahead and get 1 Rest of Dawn for equal or less. That's Sanji's ability. And because we have 5 cards as Teach here, and we don't want to counter out, we're just going to take that hit, let it go, and we got a trigger. We'll activate that for a search. We already have a 10 drop. A Kuzan's another Kuzan's really good. Can't grab Caribou. Gonna grab that and keep going back to Sanji. All right, now, well, we can't really do anything else. It's a really good turn. We got Sanji ready to go on the field. Now it's going to be Teacher's turn. We have 5 Dawn here. I can start throwing out this Kuzan. I can trash him to get a 5 from the trash. There's a lot of cards in here. The only thing I can grab that's a Blackbeard 5 drop is going to be the Vasco shot. So it's not good to run in and just simply die. However, I don't really have a play here. So we're working with full OLED here. We're going to go ahead and trash 1 Kuzan. There's a Burgess. So I can grab that. And because you want to grab it because this one doesn't put stuff to the trash. You want to just grab it, right? Okay, so I'm going to do that, and we want to get a game plan working. So the thing is, I can actually not worry about this yet. I can continue putting the Kuzan on the field because I can use this to trash it with full OLED later and then return him from the trash. It's just, with full OLED, grabbing it doesn't really work. So we're going to be really Dawn efficient here. I'm going to go ahead and attack, and let's see what Sanji does. Sanji's like, well, probably just take a hit. He's already at 3. It's okay to always go down to at least 2 if you don't think you're going to get rushed down. There's another Sanji. That's good. All right, back to Teach here. So I'm at 5. We're gonna play 5, and hopefully we can attack next turn, and then we can throw out the Burgess. That's really good. Okay, and I'm thinking I don't want to use my ability again. We'll go ahead and end it. All right, Sanji's turn. We are at 6 here. Perfect. All right. Okay, let's move this over here. If you guys are wondering what this is Stream Deck's new ability to add a virtual Stream Deck. It's very cool. I love Stream Deck. Disclaimer: I work for Stream Deck. I work for Elgato. Okay. Okay, 6. So basically, so this character can actually not be removed from the field, so that's unfortunate. But we know that Marshall D Teach is all about that Burgess, so this is a really great card to have in the deck. We're only running, I think, 1 3000 Worlds in the deck. Okay, so I have 6. That means we'll probably want to throw out a Sanji to have some Rest of Dawn. Then we're going to use our leader's ability to minus a Dawn, then play another 3 costs or less from the field. And I think we're just going to play this. We're going to give this Kuzan minus 3000. It doesn't matter. We're just getting it for the draw. Remember, the more cards in the trash equal more damage for this particular Sanji, and that's what we want. Okay, now we have 3 Dawn left. I don't have to attack just yet. With my extra 3 Dawn, I really don't have anything else to play unless I want to do more Kayas. If I want to do that, I'm going to do it. I'll throw a Kaya. I'm going to trash 2 more cards. So I'm going to trash this Concasser and another Gum Giant. So that's 2 more events in the trash. Then I'm going to play out this Pudding here. Look for Sanji and or an event. Boof Burst is super good again. It allows you to get more cards and more cards. Put the rest to the bottom. I have 1 Dawn left. I could save this. I could save this. And the reason why, it's because it's your leader. But I doubt he's going to rush me, right? So let's go ahead and just activate it for its ability. Draw another card. We got a Red Rock. That's good. All right, let's start attacking now. 6000 to Teach's face. Teach is like, yeah, I have 4 life. Let's just take it. Nothing happens. All right, back to Sanji. And I'm going to attack with my attack face. So now my leader's ability can activate. I gain 1 arrested. Teach is like, well, I'm at 3. I can go down to 2. That's completely fine. Choose one of your opponent's abilities and negate it for the turn. That does not work. I'm going to keep it. However, it works to just use it, which is really good. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, we'll go ahead and probably just end Sanji's turn here. Okay, we're at Teach. Now we're at 7 Dawn. It's a long ways to Marshall D Teach. And it's a very long way to get my other cards out. This is not looking too great here. So we're going to full OLED and get rid of my Jesus here. And we're going to grab just another card here. So Black Hole is super good. It's really good. I might end up just grabbing this right now, because this is one way to get rid of these Sanjis. If your leader negate the effect of a character, then if it's 4 or less, get rid of it. So this is actually a really big counter. Because if Sanji would be removed, he can instead remove a Dawn back. And that's not once per turn, it's every single time. Which makes it so he's extremely sticky. So having Marshall D Teach's Black Hole, that's one of the really great ways to negate anything that's like super crazy on the board. So it's gone now. And Sanji has no way of bringing it back, which is super freaking good. Now with this Kuzan here, we can go ahead and decide what we want to do. With 3 down left over, probably going to play a Vasco shot or a Lefite. Let's start by just attacking straight out. Now let's see what Sanji decides to do. I'm already a little low, and I do have some 1Ks. I'll go ahead and get rid of 1 right there. Nice. Okay, get rid of that. Now we're going to use this ability. We're going to draw 1 and play a 5-drop from the trash active. We're going to now play Jesus here, so it's ready to go. Okay, with 3 down left, I can either search with Lafite or all that stuff. Let's go ahead and attack first. You probably should attack first before doing all that, to be honest. Okay, here we go again. Do we want to use up another one? We'll use up another one of these. Let it go. Resolve it. Now, let's see. 3. So, we'll most likely, I think, for this scenario, I'm going to throw out a Vasco shot. And I'm also going to throw out Lafite naked. We'll just leave it like that. And once again, we know Sanji's abilities are not really all great on play, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it. I'm not going to use my bid ability, and we'll move on to Sanji's turn. Sanji has drew another Sanji. Wonderful. We have Red Rock, which is great for Burgess, but once again, we have 8. We want to use the 3000 world, so we're going to do this. 5 or less at the bottom. Boom. So it's like double countering, right? Double countering for these, which is kind of cool. Then we have 4 left over. Okay, let's use our leader's ability here. And go ahead and -1 Dawn to activate anything 3 or less. So I can activate this boost burst, and I can bounce back a 4 or draw. Now in this scenario, I think it's better to just continue to draw. Wow, look at that. Okay, we definitely want to continue playing Sanji, which means we're going to use Mort's Crash this wedding. Or we can save it for Gum, but he doesn't have a lot of attackers, so we're just going to crash the wedding first. There's another Sanji. Now, is 3 Sanji overkill? Probably not. I'm going to grab another one, and maybe we can play 2 or 3 next turn. Okay, so that's my turn. Play as Sanji. Let's attack first. Attack straight out. So we're going to gain Arrested Dawn. Blackbeard's like, well, I have a lot of extra cards because I'm not discarding it for my leader ability. So let's go ahead and defend that. I think staying around 2 is pretty good, especially he's buffing his board up. So probably Lafite. We're probably going to use this next turn because we don't hit up to 10. So Kuzan's a really good play. So we'll get rid of this no blocker. I can block with that. And instead I'm going to use the Lafite. Let it counter out. And once again, Sanji will end his turn with another Sanji. Yay, another Sanji. All right, end turn. There's Blackbeard. Let's go. Okay, we ended up drawing up Katarina Devon, which is just a 2K in this deck. We're at 9. He has no Dawn up. Say these are 7. Can't rest them. I have another Black Hole, which leaves me at 4. And if I go down, that goes down to 5, which means it's unfortunate for this Kuzan. However, I'm almost at 15 cards in the trash, which means I can maybe play the Sabo. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to full lead. Let's remove this Liberation. This is okay, but it's very easy for him to protect against Liberation because it's not negating him, it's just KOing stuff. We're going to get rid of that, and I'm going to grab the only one I can, which is going to be the Kuzan here. So that's 13 in the trash. Now we're going to activate This Is My Age and look around for even more. In this scenario, I am still going to probably grab the Kuzan. No, I'm gonna grab Jesus here. The rest go to the trash. So now we have 16. So here's the deal with the new Sabo card. When 15 cards are in the trash, it says 3 less, making it a 3 cost. So it's now a 3 cost, and I want to play maybe this Burgess. So I'm thinking about it, and we're probably gonna go Black Hole plus Burgess though. So we're gonna Black Hole one of these Sanjis, negate it, and we're gonna throw out the Burgess. But before we do, let's attack. So we will go ahead and attack for 5. Sanji is a little low on stuff. He might take it. I think Sanji's best case scenario. This is my only blocker. Next turn, I think I want to absolutely just throw out maybe Reiju plus Sanji. So I'm going to take the hit. It's another Reiju. Okay. No trigger. All right, so we'll end our turn by playing a Jesus Burgess. Now, this is a 9,000 versus a 7,000. The battle of the big boys here. And we don't want to use our leader ability. Sanji's turn. I drew an Uso Hachi, which rests is a 5 or less. Resting this guy is not really that relevant here. Resting this guy to 9,000 means I have to dedicate a lot to mess with this. So I have 10. This is a really good place to Gum Rock. Because once again, it's this deck's win condition. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to Red Rock this one here. And now we're going to use our leader's ability. Let's go ahead. -1. And the only one I want to play is the only one I can. Let's crash the wedding for free. And then I grab an event and or Straw Hat. Or just, yeah, Straw Hat. So let's grab an event. Let's grab Boucher. Put it back over here. All right. Now we have 4 left. I'm probably going to just play the Reiju, to be honest. We're getting a little low, but once again, no attacker, so maybe just Sanji again. And if I do a Sanji, it leaves me with Gum Giant, so we're gonna do that. Let's attack for 5/5, gain arrested. All right, do I want to block out of that, or do I want to put a card in the trash? I'm probably gonna no block and use Kuzan for that to go up to 5. Sanji's turn. Let's continue. We'll go 3 here, and we will go ahead and let it go so we can have Gum Giant ready to go. All right, we drew another Vasco shot. I'm at 10. Now, is there a really good reason to play this Teach? Not 100% sure. I'm going to go ahead and remove this Vasco shot, and we're going to grab a card. I'm going to grab this Kuzan. Okay, so I'm at 10. It's really good. And here's the deal. It negates an effect, but that Sanji can't be KO'd this turn. So it's a little rough. I feel like we need to fill the board even more. So we're going to put this Kuzan out for a blocker. I'm going to throw out the Sanji for a 3 cost, and I'm going to search with Lafitte. To be honest, search first, definitely. All right, so Burgess, I already have all my Burgesses have been sent to the bottom deck, so I actually need one. I will grab one in my hand. I think if I search first and I grab Burgess, I might have played him first, so really try searching before you do any of that. Oh yeah, also attack as well. We'll go attack 5/5, and I don't want to take a free hit like that, so I'm going to remove 1 Reiju and let it go through. And we'll leave Vasco here, and I don't want to use my abilities again. All right, Sanji drew another Kaya. I think at this point in time, this Kaya is just going to be absolutely just, it's just going to be straight out 2K. All right, let's just remove this Lafitte, go Pudding into Lafitte. I don't think Teach wants to use any resources to protect that, so let's get rid of it. Okay, next off, we have another Reiju, which is good. It can replace any of these cards here. We have Gum Giant ready to be used. This rest a 5 or less doesn't work on any of these, so I can't really attack it. If I was able to use Brochet Blow and then attack one of these, I think I would. That's a really good idea. Okay, we're just going to throw out this Reiju first. Let's remove this Kaya. Okay, so he's now +5 and 2,000 because we have a lot of cards in the trash here, which is really cool. Okay, so let me think. I think we still use Sanji's ability here. I'm going to remove 1 to play this for 3 and get another card from the trash. Choose an any character to get -3. I'll just give it to this Kuzan. All right, so now we ended up getting 2 Usohachis. Looking really rough for Sanji right now. So we're going to go ahead and try to go on the offensive and leave 1 Don up. I think we keep the rest of this in our hand for sure. So we'll start with the board. 8,000 into this face. Well, if we're leaving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can put 5 anywhere. So I will put 1 on these Sanjis in attack face. So that's 9-5 here. And I think we're scared that he's going to use something, right? Like if he, so we want to wait to block to grab that. So I think for this first attack, we probably let it through. As Teach, I'm gonna let it through. We got a Teach here. Okay, back to Sanji. Now we're gonna do Sanji again. We're gonna go here to here. Okay, I think we definitely want to block now with Kuzan, so we will do that. So we'll block, let it go out, and then we get to grab a card from the trash. Now, once again, unfortunately, our Burgess wasn't ready to go. I could technically have trashed it with this, but I decided not to. All right, so for this one, I think I will grab myself. This one's really tough. I think I'm just gonna grab a Kuzan. I don't want to think about it too hard. Okay, back to Sanji. So we will leave 1 up, so we'll attack for 3. So I go for 3. So I could just take out this Kuzan or attack face. So here's the thing I'm thinking. If I'm Sanji, I don't want him to get anything from the trash. So I think we go ahead and attack it, right? So I go 8-5 here. I gain 1 arrested Don. Now, in this case scenario, it's a good place to block. We'll do that here. All right, then Sanji will end turn with 1 Don up. All right, we're back with Teach here. We have 10 Don, really close. Can I end the game? Now that I think about it, all we have to do is remove Reiju and then we go for game. However, he has 1 Don up and 4 cards. We can try to mess with him because we have Teach here. So what we can do here is we can activate Teach, use his ability, nullify the leader's ability, which doesn't do anything. However, we can stop Reiju to not have blocked this turn, and now we can just simply start attacking. Should have used this first, remove 1 of these, remove 1 of those Burgesses out. I'm going to grab a 2K. Okay, now we're going to start attacking his face. So Kuzan will attack face, and he can't block. So Sanji's like, it's 5. If he attacks, he might not attack with Sanji. He probably will attack with Sanji because he's got Teach. So I'm going to go ahead and use I'm just going to use the 2K for this. Okay, Teach. I can attack face again. Let's go here, attack face. So counter step again. I'm going to have to, unfortunately, use just a 2k here. Let's go. Block it. So here's the deal. If I don't think I can kill him, I should probably leave this up. Like if we don't want to mess with him. Probably leave the blocker up. Honestly, I'm gonna have to. All right, and end turn. Okay, so can attack. Bunch of 3000s in this. There's a lot of attackers. Unfortunately, I don't have any more removal in the deck. However, we did end up getting 2 Gum Giants, which is super crazy good. So we allocate everything to attacking this round. Kuzan. This Kuzan, I messed up. This Kuzan should have actually grabbed the Burgess. I ended the turn way too fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and replay that turn, and then I will grab the I'll grab the Burgess right now. All right, we're back here. Now to use Kuzan's ability, I can use that and I can grab the Jesus Burgess. Now here's the deal. I can grab the Burgess or I can grab Vasco Shot if I think I'm in danger of dying, which equals another sort of blocker. So I think I'm gonna grab Vasco Shot, which is another really good like application for this Kuzan, which I really like. So we'll go ahead and end the turn here. And let's go to, this is what we're ending with. Let's go to Sanji. Okay, so Sanji. So here we go. So I can go ahead and we could rest something, which is really good, a 5 or less. We need to get in so many shots here. So this is looking really bad. Next turn, after this turn's over though, I do gain blocker, but it's gonna be tough without the Gum Giants. So I think, let's see, how many Gum Giants do we have? We have 1, 2. So there's no more Gum Giants coming on the way. And we do have some concussors. 1, 2, 3. So it's really unlikely that we're gonna get another really good trigger card. So I should just leave 2 Dawn up. And then let's start attacking. We're gonna have to go 9000 face. Just a really nice number. Attack 9000 face. So here, I think we're gonna end up just, let's see, my counter power is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely don't want to use it here. I'm gonna go ahead and straight block that. All right, now we do it again. 9000. If he ends up blocking with Teach, well, so be it. Yeah, this is not good. Maybe we should put more on it. 9, 10, 11. I think it's more inclined if I do this to attack with the block with the Teach here. So yeah, straight out Teach block. Straight out Teach block. Just there's no reason not to. Okay, now for the final attacks here. I technically have another Charlotte Pudding attacker. I could do that, but he has so many cards. We just have to keep stacking on him. 2, 3, 4, 9000 into face. So here's the deal. If we want to go for end, there's no reason to protect this. And if we're not in danger of dying, take the hit. Just take the hit, right? So we take the hit, so we keep the Sabo alive. No trigger. Okay, now that's it. Sanji is looking bad for Sanji. Now time, let's finish this, huh? Okay, so that's his blocker. A lot of cards in hand. Let's go ahead and full lead just in case, see what we can find. Grab Kuzan, a Shiryu. I'll grab this Kuzan. Or not Kuzan, Shiryu. All right, let's see. So to win, we need 1, 2. We need 2 shots to go through, but because there is a Reiju here, that's not good. We can't. Oh, damn. Liberation pops off right now. This is good. This is 6 to remove that Reiju. And we can remove Pudding on the field for no reason at all. Or we can just attack and he's going to be forced to block. But that's 7000. I have another. Let's see. I have another Teach here, which I can stop the Reiju and get another blocker up. I'm just gonna see what happens here. So we're gonna go ahead and activate that, nullify later, and nullify that. Then we're gonna attack for face. This is honestly, this is probably one of the worst things to do, huh? Let's attack face. What would you guys do here? I feel like you should probably throw out more small guys, huh? Because if I do this, that means I shouldn't be attacking with this Teach. I'm gonna go ahead and attack with this character first. Can't block it, right? All right, so it's like, I don't want to waste my Gum Giant here. I'm just gonna go Uso Hachi as a 2k. Okay, back to here. Okay, then I need to get 2 shots in, but 2 is up. I can't. Assuming he has 1 Gum Giant, like 1 attack wouldn't even go through here. So I think I need to just attack and then see what he has. Okay, so I have to use a Gum Giant here. I'm gonna remove 1. I have to also trash a card too, which sucks. So I should have kept 3 Dawn up. That's a big mistake. I forgot. Choose 1 friendly target up to 9000. We get 2 cards. Resolve the attack. Okay. So if I attack with this, He has to get just one shot in and defeat me. So it's rough, but I have to leave both these up, and I have a lot of cards here. So I'm gonna end my turn. And I guess there's no reason to not use my on play with something I'm not gonna use. So just in case he has some weird on play, especially like, you know, something, we'll get rid of that. Okay, now it's gonna be Sanji's turn. All right, maybe Sanji's gonna get a win after all. So we did end up getting Jozu here, which would have been nice to actually remove Sabo, except that my on play didn't work. So it's actually good that, you know, Teach actually removed it, especially with the card that doesn't do anything anymore. So you just have to go for game here. 2 blockers, you need 3 shots in. This is going to happen. So we have 8,000, 9,000, 9,000. Okay, so you can block out of this for sure. So 1, 2. Oh, no blocker. We can guard it ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good. So already failed. So let's go back to that turn and figure out the best case scenario for what to do here. So definitely add more Dawn in. So probably even more, right? For Sanji. Otherwise it was going to fail. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11. 11,000 is really good here. So I can't block 11,000, right? So I have to go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can go 12. I think it was really safe for Sanji to do that. However, we have just enough to actually block that without having to sacrifice anything. So that's really good. So 12. Boom. So even by going back and having that best case scenario is really bad for Sanji. Okay. So that's going to go through. So both of these. So basically we just lost here. We can't go attack. I can't attack with this. However, this pudding can attack. So what we're going to do is leave this as a Hail Mary. And we're going to... He has 1 card left. So we want 3 on here. I'm going to let Sanji go in. Boom. So he has to block one of these teachers. He has 1 left. So we're going to go 6, 7. Attack again. That means Teach has to block. Because I only have 1. I can't do it. So we go ahead and activate that. And then boom. I honestly could even finish with Kaya if I want. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exact 7 into there. Teach. Can't do anything. Sanji wins. I lose, but Sanji wins. All right, guys. So this is a much more longer duel than what I do with Scoobs. However, it's because I'm talking through both turns. Now, I know that there's going to be people who like simulator gameplay and don't like it. But I'm giving this a try to let you guys know. And if it's too long of an episode, also let me know. But basically, I want to mix in some stuff where I give you commentary of what I play and why. And I think it's really good because I can pause here and I can also give you 2 decks perspectives. And because I keep hiding the stuff here, you know, you could probably play along as well. So let me know what you guys think about this. And hopefully we can do more if people like it. Thanks. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.